Hello, this is Dr. Ray Nannis with Optimum Welllness Solutions, and today we're continuing our discussion about the owner's manual for the human body. We've talked about oxygen, we've talked about water, and we've talked about nutrition. Remember, I misspelled it intentionally because I needed an extra N in there for the nervous system. This is where chiropractic comes in. This is where it's important. We have to remember that your brain runs and controls everything. The nerves from your brain come from your brain down through your body, control every muscle, bone, joint, and skin in your body. They control the shoulders, arms, and hands, the legs all the way down into the feet. These same nerves control all the vital organs in your body as well. The nerves in your neck control your eyes, ears, nose, mouth, throat, glands, and sinuses. The nerves in your mid-back, heart, lungs, stomach, liver, and intestines, and the low back, bowel, bladder, and sexual organs. The nerves control everything in your body. Having a healthy, functioning nervous system is vital for your health. If the brain is working the way that it's supposed to, and we have a good connection between the brain and the body, everything else that we're going to talk about has a good chance of working. If there is a loss of communication between the brain and the body, what do you think is going to happen? Let's say we only have a 70% communication between the brain and maybe the nerves of your heart. Is there any way that heart can work at 100%? The interesting thing is this: the heart can beat by itself. It beats typically at 120 beats per minute. In other words, if we're having a high pulse rate or having high blood pressure, it's possible, quite simply, that that heart is not communicating as well as it should with the brain. The brain's job is to slow it down, let it rest a little bit, because naturally the cells will beat by themselves. The point of the matter is having a healthy brain and a healthy nervous system is vital for your health. The challenge becomes this: we can actually get where the bones in your spine get knocked out of alignment, pinching, damaging, and irritating the nerves, and we call that a subluxation. Remember, that subluxation is a pinched or a damaged or an irritated nerve. And this is where chiropractic comes in. This is where we identify if there is an interference between the brain and the body, and we do that in my office through a very specific process called muscle testing. In other words, we're going to check a before: is there a good communication, or is there something causing a short circuit? The interesting thing is those short circuits go throughout the entire system, so they impact everything. We may have a weak muscle when we go through a certain range of motion, but we also have a weakness that happens with those organs every single time you have that range of motion. So maybe you're turning your head to the left or to the right, and that makes the arm go weak. It'll also short circuit all those organs every single time. How many little short circuits do you need to have before we have a much bigger problem? This is the reason that getting checked regularly is so important. I have been under regular chiropractic care since I was 14 years old. I believe most of you have heard my story at this point. I think I've talked about it at this point. At 14 years old, I started chiropractic care. I had horrible headaches, and under regular chiropractic care, the headaches started to go away, but so did allergy problems. Now at 51, I'm a much healthier 51-year-old than I was at 14. It's really amazing. The health and the vitality of your nervous system will indeed determine the health and the vitality of your life. Please, if you haven't, tell a friend or a family member. Tell somebody about the benefits of chiropractic care. It's so important that you're getting checked out regularly, but also for your friends and family. We help people from as early as birth, because 50% of kids get their first subluxation, that bone, that pinched or damaged nerve, just from the birth, the twisting or pulling process, all the way up until basically death. Chiropractic is a vital component to make sure that your nervous system is working the way that it's supposed to. This has been Dr. Ray Nannis with Optimum Welllness Solutions. I am your Wellness Wizard, and I look forward to walking down the path of health and life with you.